All right. So we came together so we can go ahead and do a little bit of a crisis planning meeting for Miss Janet because we have some additional concerns with her meltdown behavior in the community. Before we do get started with that, let's kind of follow up a little bit on our plan that we made before about reducing her tantrums. How are we doing with that? I know a good positive thing is that she seems to be doing pretty good at home, reducing those tantrums and doing much, much better with that. The TSS has been working with you guys on the...
TSS is wonderful.
Yeah, she's been working with you guys on the expressing the emotions and stuff and working on those behaviors, so that's fantastic.
That's really great.
That was easy.
And that kind of goes with the first functional assessment that we did, which was reducing those meltdown behaviors at home. So that's why we figure maybe us doing another crisis plan on just a community might be beneficial.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. And we also set a success or celebration, which is
We may
Miss
be able
Janet.
to make one of these.
Miss Janet passed and is in first grade.
Yes.
First grade.
And she's doing fantastic at home with her tantrums.
Mommy, can we make one of these?
Those are sensory bottles, aren't they neat?
We'll see.
We can probably make one.
I think
Okay.
that has one of the boys' names in them too.
If we can probably use our empty soap bottles. If we can see them.
Sounds like a plan.
What's this yellow one? We're supposed to go.
Alrighty. So my mind just went
And
blank.
play it
Oh, is
down.
there any other celebrations that we want to talk about?
Do you have any celebrations except for first grade?
No.
Anything good happened this week?
Playing with my Bubby.
You got to play with your Bobby.
That is a
That's
celebration. You got to spend time with your brother before school starts or before he goes back.
What does this do?
great. When you came, I'll take it now.
Any other celebrations? Miss Bree over there, her daughter's 1.
Yay!
She just turned 1 on Monday.
Is she walking yet?
She's, I think
think something
she
goes
doesn't have her
inside.
balance. That's the thing. She's afraid.
I only have one
She'll get it.
celebration.
She'll take a step and then she drops
What's your
down. She's
celebration?
And
afraid.
Cassie had her baby.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
big celebration.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Great
Did she have a
celebration.
girl or a boy?
A boy, and his name is Daniel.
His name is what?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Saying we get to see him all the time.
Awesome.
And if we don't get to see him in person, she's sending us pictures.
Aww.
Huh.
He's still 0.
He's so serious.
He's still a tiny one.
That is sweet. Any other celebrations? All right. So I kind of skipped a little section. You guys just signed a paper, our sign-in sheet, and of course that is when you sign this, it just lets you guys know that we keep everything confidential, and you're agreeing to that when you sign this sheet, and unless you're of course a mandated reporter. Which if you're a mandated reporter, raise your hands. Everybody knows. It's just our spill we gotta do.
Understand that?
So let's go ahead and go around and just kind of do like a quick introductions. We kind of all know each other, but let's just do it just because I have to record. So I'm Lisa Milan. I am the facilitator for today.
I'm Rita. I'm Janet's mom.
I'm Ashley. I'm Janet's YSB or Youth Support Partner.
Brianna Halleck from Centerville Case Management. I'm Rita's case manager.
Tracy Lee Monjo, case management for Tom.
Can you say your name?
Do you
What's
have
your
any?
name?
You gonna say your name?
Is your name Booga Booga? Is it Rita? Is it Ashley? What is it?
Janet.
Thank you.
I'm Tom, Janet's dad.
Awesome. So I just want us just to make sure that we all know the ground rules that was developed at our first team meeting, which is decision making will be based with Rita and Tom. Effective meetings is 1 hour in length. We're gonna keep everything confidential with the, like I said, with the sign-in sheet, of course, the mandated reporting and no shaming or blaming. Is there any other ground rules that we wanna add today?
That was easy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My mind just went blank. So just kind of getting, because I know we already reviewed the plan and everything, so I just kind of want to go ahead and get jumped into why we are here today. Just so we make sure that we stay on our time frame and stuff. Mom, can you talk a little bit about what your concern is?
Do it.
Let's see.
Halfway.
Janet being out in the public with her attention tampers. She thinks she needs to get everything she sees. Now we're kicking down doors because we want to go home. We're pulling out our hair to the point where we're actually pulling out our hair till it's in our hands, biting ourselves, slamming doors, kicking walls, banging our heads against the wall. It's her new thing now.
I got my finger stuck in the door once.
Don't you? You bang your head against the wall, don't you? When you're mad. One thing that we did do is we stopped TV at night. She gets no TV at bedtime because we found out that she does sleep without a TV. So
Awesome.
she gets it until whoever goes to bed last, me or Dad, and then it gets shut off. And she's not thrilled about that.
Or we can just set up the timer.
You know, as I said, the timer for 2 hours.
Well, I'll definitely
Yeah.
add that to your guys' plan so that we can support you with that. I know whenever we all discussed this concern, you guys did say, that these meltdowns happen at every visit. And they last between 5 minutes till you guys end up having to pick her up and take her out of the store. And you guys did rate the intensity of the meltdown behaviors to be 7 out of 10. Is that still correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
This is a little slinky.
So, one thing that
I have a rainbow one.
we did discuss also is, what you guys would like to see, the crisis prevent, like her being able to do. And that was that you guys would be able to go grocery shopping and to community outings without having any meltdowns, without having any meltdown behaviors. Ideally, you guys love having her go with you guys, because you guys are a very close-knit family. But lately it's been concerning to even go with her. And I know that you guys before, whenever school was in, you guys would try to go while she was in school just to kind of avert that crisis.
My family doesn't live together.
What do you mean?
My brother lives somewhere else. And everybody in my family lives somewhere else but me and my mom and Daddy live in the same house together.
That's right. Now, some of the triggers that I do, some of the things I've seen that I put down that says who or what makes things worse, which is what we call the setting events. It's what kind of is that trigger for her, is that Janet's expecting toys and items at every store. That not going where she wants to go tends to be a trigger or a setting event as well. And a store not having what she wants when she wants it tends to be a setting event for her as well. Something that we did discuss also is, what are the physical signs of that she shows? Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, she scrunches up her face. She starts preservating, where she just constantly keeps asking and asking and asking and asking and asking, and every time she asks, it gets louder and louder and louder and louder. Then she starts growling and crossing her arms, and then just starts whining. And then that's whenever the full-on
I
meltdown
finally got
starts.
my guitar.
Is there anything that we need to add to that?
Not that I can think of.
No? Okay. Awesome. So, of course, I said about the triggers, just her being denied any, like, what she wants. Her not being what we call the boss is what was said to us. And just being able to just always get desired items. I think I said that already. One thing that I would like us to kind of definitely touch base on is what has not worked in the past. We know what hasn't worked in the past is giving her the desired item, because then she tends to want another desired item on top of it. You guys have tried doing the if-then statements in the stores, as well as just trying to talk her out of having the meltdown behaviors when you start seeing them start. Is there anything else that we should add to that?
When she's in a full-blown meltdown, nothing works.
Yeah.
So.
This is actually before.
Oh. Nope. You hit it right on the dot.
I can't think of anything that we haven't tried.
Okay. And one thing that we do have on here is that all things the same, what causes the behavior not to occur? And of course, that's giving her what she wants, and picking her up and carrying her out of the store, which ultimately is not a good thing, because then you guys can't get your grocery shopping done and can't get the things that you need done. So, so that, I mean, it's worked in the past, but unfortunately, it's not something that's been really not like helpful per se. Like, I mean, it's helpful with the meltdowns, but it's not helpful with the rest of the things you guys would need to do. What makes things better? Just giving her way. Yeah. And she's even told us that, huh?
Is it supposed to lay down?
One of them does.
But I don't know which one.
I think the blue one. So, with that said, what I'd like us to do is maybe kind of come together and brainstorm some ideas of what could work before, I would say before this even, the behavior starts to occur. Like, what can we do to stop the behavior from occurring? Maybe what we can do is we'll brainstorm some ideas. We'll get through, we have 3 phases that we do. We do before, during, and after. And then I will give the paper to you guys, and you guys get to choose our action steps. Okay. So for the before the behavior, like to prevent the behavior from even occurring, what do you think would be good ideas to help Miss Janet not have meltdown behaviors?
Not take her to the store.
That's what I was thinking.
So have a natural support or someone watch her so that she doesn't go to, okay?
Yeah.
I would maybe say, before you go in, or before you even get in the car, think about going grocery shopping. Maybe let her know, like, listen, we're not getting this. I don't know how you do it, but I don't know if you do it or not. So
maybe set a ground rule.
Yeah, like the rules are, you can get this, but not this, or whatever. If you want to, set ground rules. I guess that could be a good one before you even go.
I was thinking, and I think we talked a little bit about this too, and again, this is just an idea. What about like giving her the grocery list and telling her, like, this is all we can get.
Yeah.
This is it. If it's not on the list, we can't get it. I know with my kiddos, that's what I have to do, because my little one is the same way. He wants something at every store, and he doesn't care what mommy says. And I've done the grocery list, and it seems to work for him. And like, if he'll tell me it's not on the grocery list, I'll be like, well, I can do it now because he doesn't know how to read. But I'll be like, it's right there. It's so it's on the grocery list. You know, so I mean, it's just an idea. Anything else that we think could be helpful for the family beforehand? What do you think, Janet? What can help you not have any meltdowns at school
In
at
the
stores?
community, in the store. What can help you? Would it help you to bring a toy with you?
Do you guys like use coupons or anything like that?
No.
I was just thinking that maybe if her helping shop and do things, and being that she can't read, if you guys used a coupon like with visual things that has a picture, and that would help her, like, okay, Janet, if you guys find the aisle, this is what we need. And maybe that will help her focus on like finding something and not just wondering what she wants, and it's something that all of you need for the house.
Even like,
It's just a thought, you know.
you can even like print off like a picture or something, you know,
Right, I
what you
mean,
need, like a
paper, if it's just
picture list or something.
popcorn, maybe it's something that she likes to eat for a snack, microwave popcorn, and just have her find that particular.
Like we usually when we take her, we'll pull the item off the shelf and then we'll give it to her to put in a buggy.
Or if it's low enough, we'll tell her, that's the item we want, go get it.
Right.
Oh, Lisa, those muffins are stinky.
You smell them?
Yeah, I smell them.
I actually like the smell. Is it too much?
No.
Okay.
She's trying to get us all high over here.
Yep, that's what she's trying to do. Get it to look good.
Just in time for lunch. Anything else that we would like to add to the prevention step?
What do you think, Janet? Do you think it would help you if you brought a toy? That way you wouldn't want another toy? Hmm?
I'm not answering that question.
Is that good?
Chugged it down.
My Pepsi's in the car.
Oh, so you're gonna drink all of Mommy's and then you'll have yours for the ride home.
All right.
All right, anything else for our prevention plan?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, we'll come back to them so that way we'll, you know what, let's go ahead and just, we'll come back to them just because when we're brainstorming the other sections, it may be something that we may need to add to the prevention plan. So we'll come back to it.
Okay.
Now the next step
Thank you,
that we like to
Sam.
always do is, is the prevention during. Like, what are we going to do during
They might not
to stop
make these
the
anymore.
meltdown? We did talk before, and you said you guys usually do
I don't think they
the
make
leaving the
these Dragon
store
Balls anymore.
when she starts to show triggers, and of course, not going to the stores whenever it's school time, or just giving her desired items, which is also like the function of her behavior because she wants those items. She wants that control of, yes, I'm going to get it. So what we would like to talk about is how can we prevent that wanting of control? How can we prevent these meltdowns when we're right in a meltdown?
Right at the store having
Right,
meltdown.
yes. She's at the store now. She's having the meltdowns. What could we do in order to prevent it? Or not prevent it, to stop it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can.
Because when she's in a meltdown, it's really hard to pull her out of it.
Well, I know you guys said that usually if you guys pull her out of the store, it works.
Like maybe go back to the car.
Maybe go back to the car,
Me?
give her those, maybe try the if-then statements then, and then give her a clear expectation.
I have one idea.
What's
What?
your
If I see them and we don't have money for it, we can find a clothes that I like, and we can probably use that as a dress-up clothes.
But we're talking about when we go to the store for just groceries. We're getting just groceries, not clothes and not toys and not.
Or if I see something we can't afford, we can probably get a food I like.
We usually get foods we like.
I do. I like popcorn.
I know, we should get popcorn.
I don't know if this is a good thing. Like you talk about taking her out of the store because she's screaming and being embarrassing. And you're embarrassed anyway because of her actions, so why not put her in timeout in the store somewhere and see how she likes feeling embarrassed? Because obviously her screaming doesn't embarrass her, but maybe being in timeout in front of people would be embarrassing. Which could cause you to scream louder, but I don't know, it's just a thought.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to be in timeout in Walmart or
No, I
Save a
wouldn't.
Lot or
No.
wherever you go.
Absolutely.
Definitely a consequence to your actions.
And I think maybe a prevention plan one too, is maybe having the TSS go out on a few of them. So that way, she can work with her, because she did so wonderful with her at home, you know, and reducing them there.
Yeah.
So maybe even her attending some of these outings.
Mommy, when I get home, can I tell her?
We'll see.
And I'm wondering too, like, wow, and again, this could be even like a TSS or even a natural support that maybe go with you guys. You guys ignore her. Provide like the consequence, give her the consequence, but have like the natural support or the TSS remain with her, and you guys do your thing. So that way she's not getting that attention. She's not getting to be the boss and interrupting everybody's time.
Yeah.
I don't think they make them anymore.
I don't.
I didn't have one, but my brother gave it to me.
You know what it's called?
Like,
What's it called?
I don't know.
Because I know, like, and I think we discussed this before too. You guys have said it. You guys are sometimes make it worse because she just wants to keep getting louder and more bossier with you guys.
Yeah.
So that, and I'm actually going to put that over here too of what makes it worse. So that way,
Mommy, there may be another way.
What?
If I get my money, if we had money, if I could have